The river dragons. Once long ago, there lived 4 beautiful dragons in 4 great oceans. Their names were Black Dragon, Pearl Dragon, Long Dragon, and Yellow Dragon. Each was such a brilliant color that when they flew and played together, they made sweeping swirls in the sky that looked like delicious candy lollipops. And play they did. Living in separate seas was lonely, and they would often meet just below the sun to see who could win as they raced in circles around the green earth. One day, just as she was winning her 3rd race, the yellow dragon stopped suddenly and stared down at the earth below her. Why, look at the earth. It is no longer green as it used to be. It is dry and brown, she exclaimed. The others gathered around her, and they all looked down in wonder. As they flew closer, they began to see the people of the earth. They were crying and holding their hands up to heaven. Some were mothers with hungry faces. Some were farmers kneeling over their ruined crops. Dear God, prayed one tiny child, please bring water to my father's rice fields. Black Dragon's eyes filled with tears, and his heart sank from the sadness of the people. We must help them, he cried. You know we mustn't, whispered the Pearl Dragon. The Jade Emperor would tie our tails together if he found out. Pearl Dragon is right, squeaked the Long Dragon. He holds the power over the people, not us. They looked down against at all the sadness, and their hearts were terribly heavy. Suddenly, the tiny child seemed to see them. His eyes lit up across, and his little face spread the most beautiful smile that any of them had ever seen. You have come to help us, haven't you? Called the child's sweet voice. Black Dragon looked up at the cloudless sky that held no promise of rain. He then flew back above the others and called to them boldly. If the Jade Emperor and his heavenly palace will not bring water to the people, we must do it ourselves, he cried. Child's lovely smile and hearing back Black Dragon's brave words, the other dragons quickly agreed. They each flew to their own blue sea and filled their great mouths with water. Then they flew in leaps and bounds over the dry earth, sprinkling water upon the thirsty rice fields. The people of the earth laughed as the drops fell on their faces. They would not go hungry now that the dragon had brought them rain. Of course, the Jade Emperor soon heard of how his people now loved the brave dragons. He grew so jealous that he left the palace in the sky to speak to the mountain god. Oh God of mountains, bring forth to your tallest and heaviest mountains to me. I must imprison the dragons before they love my people, have for them grows too strong, ordered the Jade Emperor. At that moment, a thundering was heard all through the heavens. The mountains crashed to earth, trapping the dragons under the great weight. Unable to escape, the dragons were fearful that Jade Emperor would punish the people by stopping the rain. They each created a lovely river of flowing water to run down the face of the mountain and into the lands of the people. These lovely rivers would now forever refresh the fields of rice and always fill the crops up with thirsty children. The dragons bravely sprung the first drops of the mighty rivers of China. The Black Dragon's river is named Heilichang. The Pearl Dragon's river is called Chichang. The Long Dragon's river's name is called Changqing. And the Yellow Dragon's river is called Hungho. These mighty rivers still flow across China, watering the fields of happy people. The end.